So, welcome, guys, and I'm really excited to have you guys in here. We are on the 20th of August. I can hardly believe it. I don't even know where this month has gone. And I know you guys have been doing all sorts, respectively, of your own kind of agenda this month. You've been running your own sneak peeks, you've got all your boot camp set up, and big goals to go for the group. And I just wanted to open the call with a few things that I've learned over the past few days that have really helped me. And they're things that I think just really, really help you as kind of the leaders in this team, right? You guys are my upcoming leaders. And obviously, with that, I have certain expectations of you. And you should have those expectations of yourself, right? You're in this group because I want you in here, right? If there's somebody that's applied to join this group or really wants to be a part of it and they're not hitting those parameters, I'm not just going to let anybody in here. So this is seriously a protected space. But with that being said, I want you guys to really think about your goals, where and how you came into this group and what vision you have or had for your life when you came in, and ask yourself, are you living up to that? Are you being that girl? And I know, like, certainly even Josh on the call that we had with him a couple of days ago was talking about how August, he was like, what's going on in August? Like, my month is like not the way that it usually would be. And then loads of the coaches on the call were like, yes, yes, yes. Like, we're all feeling the same. And he said, you guys just need to get over yourselves. He's like, you can't let 1 month, if it's not going kind of according to plan, define you. Like, you are a leader. You are your own leaders for other people. You guys certainly are for the people coming through, whether or not you've got active working coaches or not at this moment in time. You have people who are looking up to you. You have your own coaches. You have your own challenges, okay? And I really do, like, I love that. Like, just get over yourself, because honestly, when I go out and execute my business each day, if I'm having like a bit of a moment, because we all have moments, right? I have moments, you know, any single person is going to have a moment. It is up to you how you determine your success by how you're going to take action in that moment where you say, like, I can't do this. Oh, well, that girl can do it because of da da, or that person's way ahead of me. Or is that you showing up as your best self? Okay, is that you showing up as your best self when you say that you can't do it because somebody's got X, Y, or Z, which inevitably we all do in certain times. We will, because it's a coach business. A lot of our business is Instagram based, and therefore it's visual. We've got like eyesights into everybody's lives. It's inevitable, okay? But I want you guys to pull yourselves back and ask yourself, are you showing up as your best self if you're going to constantly do that, if that's something that you do? And I think to some certain degree we will all do it. And also, does the best version of yourself doubt your capability? And I loved what he said there, because actually, I think, again, we all doubt our capability sometimes, but really, like, if you're like gonna imagine who you are, when you think about, like, when I'm walking across that stage at Summit, or when I've become that person I know I can be, and when I've like really stepped into who she is, am I going to be worrying about whether or not I'm capable enough? Fuck no, excuse my language. You won't even worry about it, right? Because you'll be that girl who is like, I know I can do it, right? So I want you to call yourself out on that now, because that is our own internal mindset. And we know like 95% of our success in this business is mindset. It is all mindset. And I want you guys to call yourselves out. Are you really aware of what's going on in here? Okay. Because if you are doubting yourself all the time and you're not pulling yourself back and reminding yourself of why you can do this, and all of you can smash this. I've seen you all smash it. And what I would say is that when you guys are smashing it, your mindset, where is it? I can do this. I'm amazing. Like, I can smash this. And I'll tell you something else. If you think about the times that you're really smashing your business and the seasons when you are smashing your business, are you worrying about what other people are doing, or are you just rolling in your own energy? Okay. And when I ask myself that question, whenever I'm smashing it, I'm never worried about what anyone else is doing. I quite frankly don't have time. I get the fuck busy. I get on with it. I get my blinders on and I don't worry about anything else. I don't have time to let those limiting self-beliefs come into my mindset. So just become really aware of that. And this is something that I've shared with a lot of you guys already, like in our team cup groups and individually, but I'm just going to say it again. let your new floor be your old ceiling, okay? Let your what did I just say? Let your old ceiling be your new floor, right? So have I said it the right way around? Yes.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, but just really think about that. Really think about that, because I know, like, some of you guys in Mile Hustle and Shine, I basically showed you earlier on what a coach has done in 3 weeks, and I can promise you that you deciding that going diamond is easy is the difference between it being easy and hard. If you decide that diamond is some major, massive, huge thing that's going to take you the ages, it will. And guys, it doesn't need to. It's really super simple. It's 8 coaches and 2 emeralds. You need to have 1 working coach. And it's you sticking to the vital behaviors day in, day out, probably for 2 months. Okay, doing that solidly, and that's to build it from nothing, by the way. That's if you didn't have 1 single discount coach. Okay, so I want you guys to come off this call and look at where you are with your business, get your diamond roadmap out and say, right, let's go. Okay, because if you do that and you look at what actually you need to achieve, like, a lot of you guys just need like 3 or 4 people. I know Charlotte only needs, I think, 2. That's basically Success Club. And in this group, my expectation is that you guys are going to hit Success Club 10. Like, if you want to build a real sustainable business that is going to build that vision of your life that you guys have told me that you want, you need to hit Success Club 10, right? To make it a business that means that you are moving through those ranks, that you are moving to 2-star diamond, that you are doubling your income. Because I can tell you, at Success Club each month, it ain't going to happen. You will roll in and out of diamond nonstop. I see it time and time again. So are you giving yourself an easy target with the way that you set out your months? Are you setting goals and then saying, oh, do you know what? If I don't achieve it, that's okay, because actually really all I need to do is hit Success Club. If that's your mindset, you are literally limiting your most unbelievable potential. And I'll tell you, the reason why I started to propel myself was because I decided that Success Club was BS and that I was going for Success Club 30. And at that moment, my whole entire business changed because my mindset changed and I backed it up with the action. And I also want to say, like, through this Team Cup month, to double your activities isn't that hard, right? And I'm saying that because that's what I'm doing right now. And I've really surprised myself by saying, right, I'm going to double my invites, which means I need to double the amount of people that I'm following, to double the amount of connections, to double that. Again, are you letting yourself off the hook with those requirements? Because I tell you, to get up on that momentum, to move you guys through where I know you want to go, you've all shared your visions with me, you've all got these 5-star diamond goals, to move from diamond to 1 to 2 to 3-star, it's not going to happen unless you've got some momentum behind you. Once you've got that momentum behind you, number 1, you don't have time to let these limiting self-beliefs creep in, because quite frankly, you're too bloody busy. And number 2, you build your own momentum that is so amazing that you keep riding that momentum, right? To really move this business forward when the momentum is moving like this is so hard and so painful. Okay, so that's why if you ever look at my numbers, and I'm not saying you need to do the same as me, but that's easier for me. It's way easier for me to move at pace than it is to grind out Success Club every month, because the lack of momentum makes my energy that much lower. That means when I'm having the conversations with people, it's just too slow, right? When I'm up on that momentum, I'm up on my high vibe. You know, look at Charlotte smashing Success Club literally in 1 week, in the first week of the month. What was she doing? She was like going for it. She had so much momentum, therefore she had so much energy. People just wanted her energy. And I want you guys to call yourselves out, because I know each and every one of you is incredibly intelligent, incredibly capable, and you can all smash diamond by the end of this month. You absolutely can, but you have to go at it with momentum. It's no use saying, do you know what? I just think it's too hard. I'm just going to go for Success Club. You are going to grind out your business for the next 6 months if that's going to be your approach. And, you know, as Josh always says, and I totally stand by it, your goal for the week should always be Success Club, not for the month. So I really just wanted to go through today, like your month so far. Like, obviously, like, It's been amazing to watch. Honestly, you guys, run your own sneak peeks. I know Imogen's just on hers, Shannon's just on hers, Marty, I think, is on the call to a prospect. And really just taking that initiative, because I promise you, again, that is where you are going to start to become your own leader, when you constantly push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I know, you know, as we were talking to Shannon earlier, and she's been really anxious, and it's actually been associated a little bit with the sneak peek. And I want you to know that's normal. I want you to know that that's normal, because it's scary. It's the first time you've done it. And I'll tell you, like, every time I do a sneak peek, it might look as though I don't even get nervous. I can promise you, the day of the sneak peek, I literally brick it. I'm pretty stressed. Can be pretty irritating for my husband, because I know my month hinges on that sneak peek, right? So don't think that if you get super nervous and you're finding it super stressful, and it's just so stressful that you're like, I don't know whether I could do that again. Don't think that that's not normal. That's because you guys really care and you really want this to happen. And what's amazing about this group is that I'm starting to see those leaders, right? That's all I was doing when I was an Emerald coach pushing for Diamond. I was like, well, fuck, I'll just have to do these sneak peeks. I'll just see how it goes and hope for the best. But that's where I really started to find my builders. So I'm seriously super proud of you guys. I'm really proud of you guys, because the fact that you're doing that, it might not have been perfect, and you might not have got that many people to enroll this month, but I can promise you, the fact that you've led your own sneak peek on your own gives you so much to take from. And I was speaking to Imogen earlier, and she said a couple of things. I said, okay, right, let's look at the process. And I want you guys to do this who have run your own sneak peeks, by the way. Please make sure you take the time to do this. When you run your own sneak peek, sit down and work out, okay, what went well? What do I know I could have improved, and where did I potentially lose people in the cracks? Okay, so in your sneak peek, when you're planning your sneak peek, and I always say this, 2 weeks ahead of time, you want to be pedal to the metal, like following, doubling the people you're following, inviting to coaching in the 2 weeks leading up. Did you do that? Okay, did you do that every day? Did you follow up with people? Did you do your follow-ups every day? Because I can promise you, if you've got gaps in your tracker leading up to your sneak peek, again, it ain't gonna fly. Okay. Then just really think about, on the day, did you follow up and remind everybody the sneak peek was taking place? Because that's the requirement. Josh talks about that in his info sessions. He says, like, on the day, everyone gets a follow-up, whether or not they've messaged me, they get a follow-up. Did you get them to introduce themselves? Did you respond to every single comment on the introduce yourself slide? How was the sneak peek? How did it go? What could you improve on? Did you watch it back? Every time I do a sneak peek, I watch it back start to finish, and I look at it. And I've done the same sneak peek pretty much now for quite a long time, but I always do that because I'm learning from myself, right? What could have been better here? What didn't go quite right here? And then the follow-up. And really just then, when you convert somebody, and this is like, whether or not you've done a sneak peek, this is a super important thing to do. Audit. How did that conversation roll out for that person, and why did they enroll? What did you do? How did that connection start? And I want you guys to start looking at that, because when you start to look at that, then you've got the kind of equation for, okay, that's what works for me. Okay. So really important to audit your business. And literally, guys, sit down today, work out where you are in your month, get clear on that vision. Are you guys sitting down every morning and looking at your vision board? And my expectation is that you all have a vision board here, right? If you don't have a vision board, I'm really disappointed, because you ain't going to go anywhere without a vision board. I want to be honest. Are you looking at your vision board every morning? And are you writing it down, or at least reading it? And if you're reading it, are you talking it out loud? Okay. And if you're not doing that, again, shouldn't be in this group. I don't expect that you'll go that far if you're not doing that. I want to be honest, because I want to share unashamedly what I do that's super simple, which is why I'm seeing success, because I want you guys to do the same, and I know you can do it. Are you thinking about what you're grateful for? Are you making that time in the morning before you pick up your phone? Are you getting up in the morning, putting your phone down and putting it away until you've done you? Okay, that's so crucial. Without that brain space in the morning, and I'll be honest, sometimes I drift into that space of, oh my God, is that person messaging me? And do you know what? Like, every day that I do that, I feel like SHIT, because I'm allowing these people to control me. This is your business. You are the business owner. Respect yourself. Make those other people respect you, and put yourself first. You're not desperate. They can wait. And that respect for yourself and your business, I promise you, you'll have people that are much more likely to want to join you, because you're not in that desperate state. You're actually pouring into your own cup first. So that's really fundamental, particularly when you are like going for diamond. You are going to require more momentum, guys. It needs more momentum. You can't just coast into diamond. It ain't going to work that way. And certainly to be an elite coach, I know Hayley was talking about going elite next year. That's on her goal board. You're not going to just coast into those goals, okay? And your people coming through, remember, whether or not they're a coach or a challenger, they're watching you, okay? And they could be your next best coach. They could be one of the best 5-star diamond coaches you have. But if you don't show up as that coach for them, and they think what you're doing is acceptable in your mindset, in the way you execute your Instagram, the way you execute your business, and the way you execute your calls, guess what? They're going to think that's okay. And also, if you've got managers that could be potential coaches, they might be like, oh no, I'm not really up for that gig. So that's always the person I'm being, right? I know my next amazing diamond is out there, either in my challenge group or the fuck watching me. And I am on my A game, because this is my future. This is my family. This is the future for you guys. And I know I hold that in my hand with what I do in terms of leading from the front. And I want that for you guys. So I show up as that person, because I know you can do it too. But you're not going to do it unless you've got somebody that's leading by example. So really put yourself into that place. And actually, how empowering is that, to be able to be that person for somebody else that actually sees that opportunity? It's a bit of a rant this evening. It's like 20 minutes of me just chatting. But hopefully that's been helpful. But I really want you to get in that mindset. I don't want you, you need to get into that mindset, okay? Because that's what it's going to take. You're not going to coast into diamond. It's just not, you won't coast into it. And when Mackenzie's got a couple of coaches that came in about a month ago. I think one's called Katie McCracken and one's called Ali Spangler, right? And they're below me in my right leg, and they have literally just been blowing up my right leg. Like, and they've just been going for it together, like the clappers, and that coach has just hit 1 star. And it's not as comparison, but all I'm saying is those 2 girls have just got it in their head that it is happening. It is a non-negotiable. Come hell or high water, it's happening, and it did. And that mindset is what will get you there. Anything less than that mindset, you're not going to get there. So the expectation on the tracker, and I know I covered this last week, I'm not going to drag people along. I'm not going to wait and hang around for people who aren't going to complete the tracker in this group, right? I'm not here to babysit you. And if I have to babysit you, it's probably not the right group for you. And because again, I want you guys to be that leader. And you're not going to be that leader for your people if you can't complete the tracker without me chasing your ass, okay? I'm just going to be honest. If somebody says to me, Izzy, in this group, you need to do X, Y, Z, do they ever chase me? No, I just get it done. It's my business. It's my 6 or 7 figure business. Are you treating it as such? Or are you acting as though you're a school pupil? Because that's not what I want to do here. Yes, the Josh Coates tracker is fine. Just please make sure I know. And I know it's a little bit divided in here. Yeah, and again, like, if you're not showing up enough, please sit down with your vision and your why, because I can promise you, if you're not showing up enough within the capacity that you can show up, like someone like Charlotte working all these long shifts, she physically can't show up in those shifts, but you better bet she is when she's not there. It's because your vision and your why isn't clear enough. I can promise you. And also it comes down to your belief in yourself. So I want you to do these 3 things. Go back to your vision board and look at it. Do you really connect with what's on there? And if you don't, what's changed? Maybe chat it through with your partner, okay? Get that sorted. Get it on your desk laminated. Number 2, why are you doing this? Why did you start doing it? And what future are you creating, like in your wildest dreams? And number 3, what are your self-limiting beliefs, and what is it that you keep damn well telling yourself that is the reason that it's okay not to show up, and actually is the reason why you think it will never work, and why that's not true? And I know I did that with Hayley when she came back into the business a little while ago, and it completely changed the way that she was working. So she sat down and she did that task. Why do I believe this isn't possible for me, and why is that not true? Okay, because some of us have got really strong embedded self-limiting beliefs, and I certainly did, and I certainly still do, but I work on those and I don't let them define me. I'm that girl who just says, do you know what, how damn dare you define me? This self-limiting belief isn't enough to let me off the hook, because my vision and my goal and my why is bigger than this self-limiting belief or this self-sabotaging behavior. So those three things, I can promise you, will probably eke out that lack of consistency, not doing enough. It's that burning desire. And Mandy Kai always says, it's your house burning down, because if your house isn't burning down, it's not going to happen. Have you got that burning down reason why this business needs to work for you? She says the ones that always do well are the ones that houses are physically burning down. Mine is actually physically falling down at the moment. But okay, I've been chatting for ages. I hope that's been helpful.
Definitely.
Do you guys just want to share like where you are in the month and what your intentions are to finish off this month? Because I know all of you guys, I'm pretty certain all of you guys, your diamond date's the end of this month.
So I'll go, Izzy, because I've got to phone my mum and I've got to get on a call with Blum Holly and her mum as well.
Yeah,
so I'll go. So obviously we were on the team call earlier as well. Yeah. So my diamond day is my birthday, which is a week today. I am 1/2 an emerald away from diamond, or if I can get, when I get Ross to emerald, 2 coaches. One of my girls is inactive, but she's going active with the Vanilla Shakeology. So my Success Club goals are Success Club 20, Success Club 16 now, but I'd love to go for 20, but I'm going for 16. I'm sitting at Success Club 6 at the moment with 11 days left. So I'm
a day. Hold on, no, it's not even that. It's one every other day.
Yeah. So yeah, I've just been as you were saying about all my stories, like even when I'm at work and I get up at 10 to 5 before 13-hour shift, I still come on my stories every single day. I don't think there's been a day in the last 3 months since doing the 10 rounds a second time I haven't showed up on my stories, even if it's not all day. Like I show up first thing and I show up on my Shakeology, and then I'll screen record my cyber gym, and when I'm at work that's pretty much all I can do. But yeah, I still show up every day and it helps. It definitely helps. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm just so tired.
I'm so excited, but Charlotte's literally won. Well, if in the other side of her emerald that coach gets one coach, she's diamond. It's like, and it makes this an elite team. By Charlotte going diamond, Donna getting her diamond back, she's also 1/2 an emerald away, and Ginny, who's super close. So no pressure, but we're so close.
So exciting. No, it is exciting.
Liz Doust and Diana Wright can move over. Premiere, whatever. We're just gonna go straight for elite. That's so funny. Right, I'm gonna let you go, Charlotte.
Thank you. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Who wants to go next?
I can.
Yeah. Okay.
So my target is Success Club 20.
Yeah.
I'm only on 2 at the minute, but I did my sneak peek today and I've got people who are interested. So I'm hoping to sign up 4 coaches, which would get me to 10.
Amazing.
And then that's just another 5 people, which is a lot to do, but I'm just going to try my very best. And if I don't get it, I don't get it, but I want to get as close as I can.
So you push goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done for doing today. I know you've like been having a lot of dizzy spells and everything else, but you still did it. And honestly, that like says a lot about your intention. And
in fact, quite a few people have said to me that they knew that I wasn't well, but the fact that I did it shows that I'm really like passionate about getting other people to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my invites and connections and things, they've been fine. At the weekend, I didn't do as many invites as I normally would, but I've done more since then to like make up for it.
Yeah. So that Melanie Meacher always says that, like if you do miss what you were meant to do, that you just make up for it. You don't cancel it off. You just make up with what you do the following day. And certainly that's what I do. You know, life happens. Some days you're going to do more than others, but I think you just got to have that expectation of yourself that it's the slight edge, right? And consistently that slight edge is what's going to help you see that success. So just making sure you're adding it on the top of the next day.
Yeah, and then I'm going to follow everybody up tomorrow. That was in the sneak peek.
Yeah.
Because quite a few people couldn't watch it live. I think like half watched it live and half were out and doing things and at work and whatever. So I'm going to catch up tomorrow to check that they've watched it and see what they're thinking.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm sure you'll smash it. I'm sure you'll get those 4 girls from the sneak peek. Sounds like it went really well. So well done.
Thank you.
And do some meditation.
Yeah, I will. I'm getting early night.
Definitely. Because you can follow them up tomorrow. You don't need to do that now.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in the morning.
Yeah, give yourself a rest. All right. Who wants to go next, Imogen or Hayley? Hayley.
Okay.
You both waved.
So my Success Club goal for the month is 14, and my diamond date is the 11th.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to change that Success Club goal to 16 because I have 2 Success Club points from just a challenger who bought her Shakeology, and I need 6 coaches because one of my girls canceled to get to diamond. So I'm upping that by a couple of points. Right now I'm at 4. So I need to get 6 more girls in order to get the diamond. We'll get close to diamond, and then I have to get 2 to emerald, of course. And then I was going to be running a sneak peek yesterday, but my mindset was not in the right place. I didn't do the things that I needed to do to do that, and I didn't even advertise it properly. So I am going to be changing that to next week. I'm going to still be doing the sneak peek. I actually have an old sneak peek that I did last year, and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to look at it and see how I did, because I actually was able to convert a few girls in that sneak peek last year, and that was like right after I did 21 Day Fix for the first time, and I had lost 7 pounds. So I'm going to look into that, and then I think I'll probably record a couple of newer videos in there before I have girls in there so that they can see those, as opposed to the ones from like a year ago. And yeah, my challenge starts on the 26th. My challenge group starts on the 26th. I have a lot of girls that I'm speaking to right now that seem interested, that said that they were going to wait till the end of the month. I asked them why it has to do with money issues and things like that. So I'm going to follow up with them. I'm going to let them know that spaces are limited, and that I need to know as soon as possible so that I can get them in. But yeah, I'm confident that I'll hit it still.
And it's a mindset. It's deciding that it's happening and that there's no excuses, right? And I always used to say to Claire, and this is the mindset I have, and I think if you can just like share that analogy with yourself, I'm a train and I'm not stopping, and shit's gonna fall off the back, but I'm gonna keep, the train's not stopping. And that is absolutely how I execute my business every single day. Like, I have shit that happens in my life. Like, I've had a lot of shit that's happened in my life, but the train keeps running. The train does not stop. And that momentum builds momentum, which builds success, and builds success for the months to come, right? So yeah, absolutely. And it's not to say we all have great days. I'm just saying, just keep that momentum and learning not to stop, and learning just to keep going. Yeah, it's like literally like this. The train is chugging.
Yeah, keep chugging. Yeah.
Right, Imogen.
I hope you can hear me.
Yeah,
can you hear me? I think it's my kitchen that's the problem. So I'm still at Success Club 0 because what I've done in previous months is I've always enrolled people in like the first week, and then kind of just dealt with them on their own, and then let them kind of get on with it, and then done my sneak peek, and it just doesn't make sense. So I've not enrolled anybody. I've kept everyone sort of on the hook, ready for the sneak peek. Had problems with people not actually adding themselves in, so I have done a massive follow-up, and actually I've decided today I'm going to carry on inviting to it for another week.
Definitely.
And
that's
just get people in there. That I've got some really good people in there, and people that have been quite engaged for a while. So and people from my last sneak peek who said at the time they on now, I'm going to follow up with them. There's about 10 of them, I think. And then what even is the date now?
20th.
20th. So I'm going to do a week, and then I'll start my boot camp at the end. But I've got quite a lot of not share cuts, sample workouts out there for MBF. So I need to do a massive follow up with them, carry on. I'll probably do a bit of both this week, inviting wise. But yeah, like I said in the chat, I don't know, I've been really stressed in the past week, so I should have leaned in and I leant out. So
just, and don't beat yourself up for that, right? Like it's just you learning to recognize your self-sabotaging behaviors, and we've all got them. So don't, because that's like another self-sabotaging behavior. It's like the behavior happens and then we go, oh, I'm such a fucking nightmare. Like, why did I fucking, and that's like that's just making it feel worse. So just allow yourself to say, do you know what? I didn't lean in. I leant out because I was finding it hard, but that's okay, because that's just typically how I deal with stuff. But next time that happens, I'm going to lean in, and I'm actually going to give myself some grace, because that's just my body trying to just deal with a stressful situation, and that's okay. So I think just learning that kindness, because the success all comes down to mindset, just being kind to yourself and just saying, do you know what? I nailed it though. I did that sneak peek and I have been really stressed and I still did really well. So don't like, like it's all right for me. I'm over 2 years down the track and I've done that, extra year and a bit mindset work to recognize more of my behaviors, but I'm still not perfect. And it is a journey. So, but just well done. The only thing I would say with your bootcamp is make sure you don't run it too close together with, because you want to position yourself in your social media so that you're talking about your sneak peek and your mentorship starting and then inviting underneath. And then when you're having your bootcamp, you want to be showcasing the bootcamp, talking about the bootcamp and inviting underneath. You just want to make sure that it's not, only because I used to mix one with the other, and I mean, it was just a bit of a shit show. It didn't mean I was any less successful, actually, but I just think it was a bit of a shit show for the people coming into the business, which meant they didn't last as long, because it was like me just trying to juggle all the balls.
I think next month I'm going to do my sneak peek earlier, because I've got into a routine of doing it in the 3rd week. And actually, I think I should be doing it in the 1st or 2nd week. So I might just carry on with coaching stuff at the moment. And then have a boot camp at the end, because I would have finished MBF then. And then I can probably start something different, but still get, like, obviously, if someone is right for the boot camp, invite them. So
guys, this is the next thing I'm going to say to you guys. If you are not using a marketing calendar every single month before the new month has started to look at where your sneak peek's going to be, where your boot camp's going to be, the 2-week calling to action beforehand, again, I can guarantee your business won't work. And again, I've not been that girl. I'll put my hand up and say I've definitely not been that girl. But now that I level up and I consistently hit around the same numbers and I consistently do around the same, it's because of this. So you want to be that leader. Again, remember, you've got other new people coming in and they are going to need to learn a replicable system. What does Hayley do, for example? Oh, Hayley runs a sneak peek. There's actually the National Wake Up Call on Monday. The coach was talking about the NWC and how she took from it that she was going to make her whole team just talk about challenge groups for the first 2 weeks of the month, and her whole team were going to talk about coaching the second half of the month. And I actually finished that call and thought, maybe I'll get my team to do that. And then I thought, no, because I want them to have the autonomy to be able to decide what they want to do. But I'm still thinking about it, because I think when you get that clarity in your business, you're unstoppable. Again, because you're going to show that confidence that, hey, this is I'm going to, and then in your grid, you're talking about coaching for 2 weeks. Then the other 2 weeks, you're kind of showing you more of your fitness, which is absolutely what I do. And it honestly makes it so easy. We make it so hard for ourselves by just not spending, 10 minutes looking at the next month going, okay, cool. This is where the month is. This is where the Mondays are. And this is where everything's going to happen. It will take you 10 minutes.
Is that just a normal planner that you're using, or is it like a...
This is from Amazon in the UK, but feel free to write it down. It's actually Amazon. It's not even a brand. So it's the 2020 marketing calendar, 18-month traditional calendar and planner.
Cool.
It is amazing. Hey, it's like, gosh, it's $6-7. It's
because
not expensive.
Organizing things changes my life immensely. So
yeah, and again, like all that's like, oh, I can't do this, overwhelm, is because often we don't have this. So we're like, oh, what am I doing? And then our brain is just like popping. So Imogen, I'm really sorry I interrupted you there. Is she on mute?
Yeah, she is.
I totally got off on a tangent. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry, I was finished. Another
What
thing
was
is,
your Success Club goal?
oh my god. I need to pull a dinner out of the oven. 10 in mine, 2 in my partner's, so 12.
Okay.
14, I guess.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
Awesome. And your diamond
2
date,
people.
Imogen?
I only need 4 by the end of the month, definitely. She's got loads of people in the pipeline.
Okay.
And I've given her an incentive. I said £50 of vouchers coming away if she can do it by the end of the month. So
Awesome. Okay, cool. So guys, I'm going to let you go. Also, the Hustle and Heart Social is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK. So definitely be there, because we're not going to talk about marketing calendars or anything. We're just going to have a drink and a chat and just be sociable, which will be really nice, because that is what this community is also all about. And I can't wait. I'm going to do a boomerang and then I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to stop recording.